70 or so years before the battle of Anakin Skywalker. Jedi are dying. One by one, Jedi are being murdered. The Council is made aware, but they already knew. They felt the absence in the Force. Knowing that, while difficult to occur, it is not impossible to kill a Jedi. The galaxy is at a time of relative peace. The Galactic Senate rules, and the Jedi are the enforcement arm, keepers of the peace, and police force. The Council tasks Saul, who is key detective of the Jedi Order, and his Padawan Jeki. They are accompanied by Jedi Knight Yord and his apprentice Tassi. Slowly, they unravel a conspiracy of guilt, love, fear, and suffering. The Senate, seeing how ungoverned the Jedi are working on democratic oversight over the Order and are investigating multiple cases of Jedi policing. Always the antagonist, senators are on both sides of this debate, some feeding the Jedi information, while others are tasked with trying their hardest to bring the Jedi in line to democracy. Force users, calling themselves Sith, are responsible for the murders, with the Master's Acolyte going through phases of tasks to prove herself. Not only are these two, Master and Acolyte, but they are lovers. When Chimere was a young Padawan to a Jedi Master, he was left to die on a dangerous mission. Scarred by this mission and spurned by his Jedi Master, leaving him for dead, the mission in question was about a commune of witches. Not quite Night Sisters, but powerful in the Force as well. They used the life force of young women to power their evil and dark Force powers, making them ancient but powerful. The Force powers of the witches, though, also brings along some unwanted guests, the Jedi. The Jedi have been hot on their trail for a while and ask that their hostages are freed. When the witches attack with their powers, the Jedi fight back, protecting themselves, as their fellow Jedi are used as puppets to fight them. During the fray, young Chimere is tasked with getting Osha and May out to safety. Knowing these witches are too dangerous and powerful, the Jedi defend themselves by striking down any witch that crosses them in battle. Chimere infiltrates the base and attempts to save Osha and May. The witches detonate their stash of explosives hidden to help hide their trail, hoping to level the base and take all of the Jedi with them, leaving the trail cold. During this chaos, May tragically falls to her death, leaving Osha with the guilt of not having been able to help her or save her sister. Osha is enraged to the Jedi for not helping Chimere. The Jedi assume that Chimere and the sisters didn't make it out alive, as they don't sense them in the Force, and their minds are panicked as they themselves try to make it out alive. But Chimere and Osha survived and see them leave the planet. Chimere sees the pain Osha is going through and wishes to train her for her to use her abilities. For many years, they grow and train together, slowly adopting the title of Master and Acolyte as they study in the ways of the dark side. And now their final mission is at hand. Their love for one another fuels each other. They're both afraid of losing one another. So they will fight with everything they can to stop that from happening. They call themselves Sith. Fearing constant antagonization from the Senate, Saul is tasked with quickly wrapping up this case, as more and more eyes are looking at them. Saul and Jeki find the pattern that the Jedi being killed were the ones on the police mission to save the girls. But by the time they reach Kalnaka with a team of Jedi, it is too late. Chimere and Osha have already defeated him, but catch them as they're trying to escape. Chimere is able to defeat many Jedi, and is able to save Osha from Sol's Padawan, Jeki. Though Jeki puts up a fight, Chimere is impressed. Chimere strikes down Jeki in a violent fashion, but not without losing his helmet. With his face truly revealed, Sol recognizes him and is shocked and angered at the loss of his apprentice. Chimere and Osha are able to escape as Sol is left with his fallen Jedi. Chimere and Osha see what they have accomplished and grow even closer than before, truly becoming lovers and testing each other. They hatch their final play. Sol, upon his return to the temple, is angered and wants his revenge, but knows this is not the way of the Jedi. But he is in pain. A coded message is received from Chimere, teasing his loss and showing the bodies of the dead Jedi. He's given coordinates and told to come alone. They know that Sol is vulnerable and won't tell anyone. Sol arrives and confronts Chimere at the base of witches from all of those years ago, and have a truly emotional fight. But the final test is one of the Force, and Osha must kill Sol through the Force powers alone, not by blade or saber. She is able to force choke Sol, who is not balanced and cannot defend himself well enough against the power that Osha is using. Years of boiling hatred and pain have led to this very moment. And with that, she truly is the Acolyte. But there are two who have felt the power of these two growing, and are not thrilled to see their tactics, for it may force their rule of two out of the shadows. Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Plagueis, the true acolyte of the Sith Master Darth Tenebrous. Plagueis reports back to his master that these two may need to be dealt with. The council is made aware of the actions and pass these events off as a spurned ex-Padawans, role-playing as if they were Sith, but not truly. While they are a force to be reckoned with, they will be on their tail. End of Season 1 of The Acolyte. I'm just kidding. None of that actually happened.
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up.